Hello and welcome to Hutan Pantai. This is a new series that I am starting on the map, of course, Hutan Pantai. And we're just going to have a quick, well, could have gone down the stairs instead of jumping down, I suppose. I'm going to just take you a quick tour around the farm. We bought this farm a few months ago. We spent and have invested $1.8 million in equipment and buildings, and actually a bit more than that, because it was we used the starting farm as well, so, and all the equipment from there. So yeah, it's probably about $2 million worth of investment. We've got 92,000 in the bank. We've got two animal pastures, if you want to call them that. First one is for water buffalo, and we will be buying some of those this month quickly to get going. We'll be doing, of course, buffalo cheese, mozzarella, and buffalo milk. And then we've got a goat pen, and we're going to be doing goat milk, goat cheese. These, of course, are new animals to Farming Simulator 25, and we're going to be looking at that. Then if we get up here, we've got some storage space, some silos up here. We do have a bit of rice and a bit of wheat in there. I think we've got about, what is that, 5,500 litres of rice and just over 13,000 litres of wheat. And then if we go a little bit further up, this little field over here, we have our bale and pellet storage. We've got a small grass field. Of course, grass is going to be important for both our goats and our buffalo. And we've got a little bit of stock in there as well. As I say, we have been operating for a couple of months, and we're now getting into a position where we can start planting new crops and getting some animals going. And the premise of this whole episode, or this whole series, is to deal in some of the new crops and animals. So let's just have a look quickly before we go into that in a little bit more depth. In here we've got 21 bales of hay. We've got a smaller bale of hay. It was basically the leftovers after we'd baled our fields. We've got some mushrooms, 3 pallets of oyster mushrooms, 6 pallets of enoki mushrooms. We've got 11 pallets of 24-litre rice saplings. That's of course to be planted. And we've back to the round bales. So that's what we've got in there. Jump back in here quickly, and we'll go back across the road. Little ape 50. Jump into the ape. Right, here we've got our mushroom operation. So we've got some oyster mushrooms, I think, there, ready to go into the storage and to be sold. And this is what it looks like inside. Let's put a torch on so you can have a look. It's got our mushrooms growing in there. Looks good. Lovely little facility. And of course this is new as well to Farming Simulator 25. I don't think it's as profitable as the mushrooms on No Man's Land. Those were extremely profitable. Right, so we've got quite a bit of equipment. We've got a bit of purchasing silo, if you want to call it that, for some seeds and lime and what else? Fertilizer, solid fertilizer. We've got some bees on the farm, and the pellet spawn over there. We've got a lot of middle to small sized equipment. So we've got a roller over there, we've got a seeder down at the bottom there. We've got the, let's have a look at the case Puma, I think it is. And I think that's 305 horsepower. Where is it there? The case Puma, there we go, 302 horsepower. That is relatively new. The other tractor we've got is the white AGCO 8810, and we've maxed out the HP on that up to 225. Quite an old vehicle. A bit of a workhorse that we're going to be using that, and I'll show you. That is, where is it? Oh, I've got it down at the fields, getting ready to do a little bit of work. Over here we've got all our grass equipment. So we've got our grass roller rake type situation down the side there. We've got our baler, tedder, windrower and wrapper, and directly ahead of us we've got the mower. Then we've got a small farm grain mill, got our rice planter, we've got in here our rice harvester. As you can see, we have already harvested a little bit, it's seen some work. And then we've got our small cheese making production unit on the farm, so we can make our mozzarella cheese, and we might have to put another one up to cope. We'll see we'll see what happens as we go along. Right, let's jump into this again, and we will take a trip down and have a look at the rice fields. So we've got 3 rice fields. 2 of them we have cultivated already. The one we will cultivate now, and we'll put it onto a worker. So this one we have already cultivated, and the top 2 fields here we will be planting rice, and then the bottom one where we're going to cultivate now we will eventually be planting long grain rice, which works slightly differently. And we'll go through all of those, and in most probably the next episode. So let's just have a look here. So these are our rice saplings ready to go into the storage. We'll probably just leave them there for now. And this is the rice sapling greenhouse. It's all working very nicely at the moment. Right, so we'll just pop down to the bottom field and we'll go and get the... So that's field 1 at the top there, field 2 slightly smaller. So those 2, as I said, we will flood and do normal rice, or flooded rice, whatever you want to call it. Let's go and get our worker. We could get our worker working on, oops, on this field here, and we'll get them just to cultivate that so we can have it ready for next month. There we go. Just start it off this way and see how it goes. Right. So of course, to start off your AR workers, it's just B and hold. Yeah, it looks like they will be able to do it quite easily. So A for OK, B to start. We just let it do its own thing. It's probably going to start in the middle somewhere and then it'll work the headlands. We'll just watch it for a little while, see it get going, and then we'll, there we go. Sorry for hassling you, worker. Right, so let's jump back in our ape and go and buy some animals. Well, before we do that, I'm just going to head on down the bottom here, through this little bottom track that we have here, and show you our main grass field. So we want to be buying this top field as well. We don't own that at the moment. So we own this field down at the bottom here. And that's all been planted with grass. And I think we got about 20 odd bales off there of hay. I think we've got 20 odd bales in total. And we've got 3 from this small field, and then I also mowed the grass around the animal pens. Right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to, so we won't be able to do TMR straight away. Where is our, is it here? Can't remember where the open animal dialogue. So of course you can do our normal cows, of course, but we're going to go water buffalo. We're going to buy 1,100, 18 months old. So I think we'll buy, how much we got money? Shall we buy 10 of those? Let's buy 10 of those and see how much that costs. Yeah, let's start off with that. That's reasonable. We'll get some milk. We're about to start working. So that's water buffalo. Water buffalo, 10 of them. Hey, bye. Right. So, what do we have in the meadows? So we have 2,000 odd litres in the meadows, so they're not going to starve straight away. And let's see what we can. So we must probably put some hay in for them to start with. Let's get up here and have a look and see. So meadow only gives them 40% productivity. Total mixed ration, of course, is 100% hay. So if we have meadow and hay in there for now, we don't want to put too much hay in either, because otherwise we get limited with the total mixed ration that we can put in. And we do have some straw, but we might need to buy a straw blower to put that in. We'll see. In any case, let's go and get our case out, and we can take the TMR mixer out. It's going to be in the way at the moment, and then we will go and get some hay. So we're going to have to feed hay to some goats as well, so we may initially have to buy in a little bit of feed for the animals. So yeah, let's get out did want to take out the TMR mixer just to, we'll park it along the side here, I think, for now. I had it in there for the winter time. Oh, this is, by the way, is our beehives over here. Very nice. Hope it doesn't sting our water buffalo. The problem is with this shed is we don't have any water for the water buffalo bit. There we go. That's that parked up and out of the way. So let's go and get some. Let's get a couple of bales of hay out and bring them down for now. Now, I just want to check there. I know there was a problem with a known problem with the getting the bales out of, or getting anything out of storage. So let's see if that's been fixed up. There seemed to have been some sort of patch this afternoon. Let's see if that's been fixed up. So here we go. So we don't want to take them all out. We'll just take one out, or we'll take, well, let's take three down. 1, 2, 3. A start. No, it doesn't look like it's been fixed yet. That's not good. I think they've known about this for a while now, so a bit disappointed about that. But I do believe there is a fix if you park your tractor around about here somewhere. And then jump out and one, two, three, start. Have we got it out? No, still not out. What's happening here now? Go back a bit. Try again. That's not what we want to do. Round bales. 1, 2. Round bales. 1, 2, 3. That doesn't work either. We have to go further in. What on earth is happening here? Maybe it needs to be a little bit further out. So these are the things that one needs to find out. I do know there was a fix, so let's just see if we park it a little bit further out. This is not good. This is not good. Going to put something behind this. See if we can make it a bit longer. This is not the way we should have to do it though. Going to put the going to have to put the markers on. So that we can see where the interactive zone markers on. Let's see. Right. So if we park that, hopefully this is long enough now to cover the whole. So if we park that just like that, so it covers that area. Can we get in there now to trigger it? Let's try. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there they are there. So we did manage to get them out. Now what we'll do is we'll just leave that parked there for now. Oh dear. We shouldn't have to do this, man. Let's go and get our bale fork. But that shows you the workaround for that. I eventually got there. I knew it was something like that, I just couldn't quite. I think what was happening is that I was actually too far into the zone, so it was still. Because what's happening is that it's spawning in the area where you deposit the bales in, basically. So yeah, that's not good. And I was hoping that should be a relatively easy fix for them. That should not be a difficult fix for the people who have designed this game. And the fact that it hasn't been fixed yet is extremely disappointing. The fact that it wasn't tested is also disappointing. I mean, one understands that there's always going to be some, but you want to get it fixed. You know, you don't want to let us people who pay good money. We're going to have to carry these all without falling. Are we going to lose a bale on the way down? More than likely. In any case, let's go and feed our water buffalo. Take it nice and easy. Of course, we've got a main road running straight through our farm now, so hopefully the traffic will learn to find alternative routes and not bug us in our work. Go. So let's have a look and see how they're doing. cows. So they've got 13,000 litres worth of hay. They've still got some meadow grass, which they've been munching as well. And we'll leave them be for now. What we'll do is we will nip on down to the goat area, and we'll go and buy some goats, get them organized. Well, shall we go and get some? Let's go and get some 2 bales of hay out for them. I would normally feed the goats just grass, but they do just as well on grass. It's easier, quicker. But we don't have any just pure grass. So let's see if we've just got that parked as it is. Open storage. What did we say? We were going to do 2 of them. Start. Yeah, you see they've gone straight back in. So they're spawning at the front there. So let's pull this thing forward a bit. Find the optimum spot to have your barrier placed. So if we pull that to there, let's have a look and see if that works. This is just about the longest piece of equipment that we've got, so. And 1, 2. Yep, that works. So now we know that the roller, when it's not in action, will be doing bale vigilance, or guarding of the bales. Can we can't narrow those bale tines, can we? Doesn't really work. Well, so they have to just spike it on one of these. We're done back down to the goats. Get them fed and started, and then that will be pretty much the end of the first episode. We'll just hopefully the rice paddy will be cultivated, and then we'll be ready for April when things will start in earnest. Put these in here. I think we have automation water still here. Come on. Radio. Before we. Right, so let's go buy some goats. Where are we? There's some different varieties of sheep as well, isn't there? Did we have the Swiss black brown? I don't think we had those before, did we? We had the Welsh. I don't think we had the Swiss, so I think that's new. So goats, we'll buy 16-month-old goats. We'll buy, how much are they? 700. Shall we buy 10 of those? Let's buy 12 of those. 12 of those, that's about 10,000 as well. So we'll buy, let's buy 15. Let's buy 20. Yeah, let's buy 20. Still got plenty of money left in. Hey, buy. Yep. That's good. Right, let's go and have a look at them. So we've got our goats here, all happily feeding away, eating the grass, etc. You'll notice we've got slightly higher fencing for goats because they can jump a lot higher than water buffalo can. The other thing that I have noticed with the FS25 is that when you've got the interactive markers on, they're a lot less obtrusive when you have them on. We will turn them off again now until we need them again, which won't be too long, I suppose. You always need to check up on things, especially when you're building stuff. Right. So let's take this back and then we'll head on down and go and see if our worker should be finished on that field down at the bottom. I found in general the workers to be pretty good. I know there was a lot of talk that they weren't working as well as expected, but I found them to be pretty good. I mean, it's understandable that it's not as good as the course play that we've had before. I can understand that from having to adapt it for consoles, etc. Yeah, so of course we would have liked it a lot better than that. Okay, so we have found a problem. So we've stopped him, and that's simply because the wall, the tractor's got stuck in the wall, so we'll just finish that off ourselves quickly. It's not going to take long. It's done most of the job. It certainly did the top two fields okay, so, and that was an obstacle rather than a programmable or a mod fault. So not mod fault. A programming fault, let's put it that way. That's probably the best way to put it. I've heard some criticism of the ground deformation. I think it's okay. Once again, compromises do need to be made between what a PC can do and what a game console can do. But yeah, you know, maybe there should be two versions, a PC version and a console version. But that's not for me to argue. Well, it's not for me to say, let's put it that way. Let's park this off here, and then I think that's where we're going to end this episode. So thank you so much for watching, and yeah, we'll get in the next episode we'll get busy on working on the rice fields. So as I mentioned, this is basically going to be it's a let's play, let's learn series. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Cheerio.